And we're back. Sorry about that. I forgot that I got a whole new computer and the save files don't transfer over. Anyway, like I said, we left off. Our grandfather died and everything went to heck. And hey, now we're here. Oh, and there's also voice acting. Cool.
Quit being so vulgar, Suzu.
Uh, why isn't there a third option?
Oh, man, come on. See, she knows about proper public taste. I know how to be a lady. Sheesh.
I know how to show off my booty. Guys, I'm going there after school today because my parents want me to get used to living there.
Seriously? It hasn't even been a day since you came back to school.
Right? I know, but my parents want me to try living there as soon as possible, so I can throw house parties and you guys can come over and we can touch each other's butts. I meant to watch TV together. Yeah,
Still, that's really fast. Are you going to be okay?
I'll be okay. Of course. But even in the comfort of my best friends, life seemed to keep testing me. Ah, God, someone touched my butt real hard.
Hey! Don't go around shoving people like that.
Yeah, what are you, a bully?
Whoops. Did I strike a nerve, Capini?
Oh, it's a freaking farm girl. Farm girls are always bullies in animes. I know what anime I'm talking about. No, I don't. I'm tired. It's nighttime. She let out a small laugh and she twirled her hair around her finger. Lucida, one of the last people I wanted to see today. Let me get rid of this Skype.
It's not me you should be apologizing to.
Snap, snap, Susie. Tell her.
Oh, Anderson. Hey, how's it going?
She she says it nonchalantly like she didn't push me. All right. I'm all right.
Uh, haven't you already heard, Lizette?
Oh, Lizette, excuse me.
Of what? Her grandfather's passing.
Yeah, he like choked on a chicken bone.
Ah, well, I'm sorry about that. I don't really watch a lot of news. It doesn't really sound like you mean it.
Get her, Susie. Get her.
I do mean it. Earnestly. Why wouldn't I?
Typical
'Cause you're
Capini.
blonde.
Isn't her family involved with the mafia or something?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if she brought out a bat from behind her back right this moment.
I just want somebody in the background like, I heard that her dad shanked some guy 'cause he didn't give him the right turkey on his sandwich. Is there any other kind of turkey? There's like black turkey. That's racist. The term is Negro. Okay, but I'm just saying. I had nearly forgotten the crowd that followed Lizette, which was most likely compromised of people that no one wanted to see on a typical school day. Like that guy in the back. Look at him. He's a skater. Skater boy. I say, see you later, boy. See you right after this show. No one had the slightest idea why they exactly followed Lizette around persistently, but they labeled themselves mostly as social equals with her, or something like that.
That is out of line! Suzu comes from an honest family.
That's what they all say. And then we find out the grandfather actually was in love with a chicken. Ooh, I hope you didn't hear that. That was my tablet.
Says the one whose family profits from political scandals.
Oh, she called you white.
Yeah, your dad doesn't make anything unless he's in the court with dirty politicians.
Ew, who's that? Oh my god. Some nerd was like, yeah, I heard on a scale of 1 to 2 that you're just a freaking whore. And just like, oh, get him. Uh, this, 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 what's it called? This graphic novel is the best. I love it. Oh my god. Sorry, someone messaged me a freaking paragraph, and I love it. But I'm recording right now. Welcome back to unprofessional what's it called? YouTube. Yeah.
Hey, let's all calm down for a second, alright? I'm sure Anderson needs some time to recuperate.
Yeah.
I mean, what just happened? We need to give her some respect.
Yeah, tell him, Lizette. Tell him the truth. I need all the respect right here. So give me presents so I can just shed my tears with gifts. Sorry, there was something in my throat. Just stop. Stop acting like that already. Stop acting like you care, like you feel sorry for me.
What are you talking about?
Snap, snap. I'm sure you're happy seeing me like this. You're already having everything you've ever wanted, and now you're seeing me like this. Life couldn't get any better, right? Right? Bitterness seeped into me. The words started flying out my mouth without filter. Honestly, I didn't really care. I was so consumed by anger that I only could see Lisette in front of me. What am I exactly to you? Just another part of your obscurities? No. Just another part of your obstacle course? Is that what I am? I'm sick of it, Lisette. I'm sick of all these charades and I'm sick of you. And you see everybody's eyes open like, oh, she did not. Gas rose from the crowd around her, and I was brought back to the school hallway. Even my friends beside me looked at me in surprise. One girl looked like she was about to speak up, but Lizette held out her hand to stop her. There was an emotion in her face that I couldn't quite make out, but I could see from a pity in her eyes. No, don't you dare pity me. I looked away from her. I didn't want to see the emotion in her eyes when she was talking to me. She didn't have the right to look at me that way.
I'm sorry. I know your grandfather passing away must have really taken a toll on your emotions.
She stepped towards me and put her hand on my shoulder, giving me a tiny smile as if for our old time's sake. But for some reason, I didn't feel comfort at all. Not that I was angry at her or anything, but the expression on her face when she leaned in close to me contorted something complex. Something was different about her. I couldn't quite place my finger on it, but something about her had definitely changed.
Well, I'll be going for now. Track meet responsibilities and all of that stuff. See you later.
So basically, something happened between Sir Button. Oh yeah, that's right. Our character's named Sir Button. Remember that, guys. So something happened between Sir Button and Lizette to make Lizette like the popular girl, but she that pushed Sir Buttons away. But now it's just like now Lizette's trying to, I'm guessing, mend it together, probably? Question mark. Oh goodness. But it doesn't make sense because in this line it says something about Lizette made me feel uncomfortable. I wasn't just angry, but also uneasy. What was it? I never seen her like that before. Like maybe Lizette's planning something. Maybe she's just like that. She's that girl who's like, I feel sorry for you. Blah blah blah. Oh, here, come here. Your grandpa just died, and the crowd's like, yeah, forgive her already. She's like the coolest. Yeah, I like let her touch my hair. Oh, she's just so good. And it's just like you're like you and your three friends are the only ones that are like no. Just no. Anyway, but I decided to pay no further attention to it. She continued running down the hallway with her gaggle of friends behind her, with her gaggle of geese and her murder of crows. I refocused my attention on Mrs. Phillips, who was walking down the hallway towards me.
Is everything all right, girls?
No! Lizette touched my butt in the most roughest way, and I think I liked it.
Nothing we couldn't handle, Mrs. P. Just a bunch of snobs.
Yeah!
Suzu, hush! It was nothing, Mrs. Phillips.
I see. Well, Miss Anderson, please accept my condolences for your loss.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Phillips.
Your grandfather was a good man. He really upheld the philanthropy of his company's policies, and the money that went towards charity, too.
You're using big words. I know, he was amazing. I really looked up to him, and I want to be as good as he was.
Well, I know that you'll be as great as your grandfather. Hell yeah, she will. She'll be 10 times better than her grandfather.
Would I? Would I really be better than my grandfather? Everyone seemed to have high expectations for me. I wanted to do best, make my family proud, but to be better than my grandfather? I wasn't so sure about that. From outside the school window, I saw a familiar blue car pull up to the curb. Undoubtedly, it was my father in the driver's seat. Oh, my ride's here. Well, I guess I'll see you both tomorrow.
Want us to come with you?
Oh, no, it's okay. I'll be fine. See you. There's our sad-looking, sad man of a dad. Hello, father. Father.
Hey, honey.
Would you like to play a game? Oh, no. As I got into the car, I noticed my father looked troubled, clutching at his steering wheel, staring straight ahead, as if someone was really bothering as if something was really bothering him.
About what happened yesterday. I'm sorry for yelling at you. Does your cheek still hurt?
I'm sorry for yelling at you and smacking you so hard that your eyes turned the color red. No, it's nothing to worry about.
I mean it. I shouldn't have laid a finger on you.
You darn
You
tootin'.
know that you're my most precious daughter.
Yeah,
You're all that I have.
that's
I...
yet. He couldn't bring himself to say what he could never say to me for such a long time. I always wanted to hear those words to affirm how he really felt. But I guess even now, he can say it to me. I turned my head away to look out the window. There is no point in waiting for something that was never going to come. Dang, Sir Buttons, you just emo today. And like that, he started to drive, and the car was. And like that, he started to drive, and the conversation between us ended. Welcome to the channel where I can't read. It's like, no, I can read. It's just that, you know how you read, and in your head, you're reading, but your mouth is reading too, because you're so used to reading in your head. But when it comes out your mouth, it's just like, so you sound like Porky Pig. That's me. I decided to focus my attention on the passing scenery. We were taking the usual route to grandfather's house. It was located within the vicinity of the school district, but it was still far from the school and from where our house was. He had always lived alone. He insisted on doing things by himself, even at his age, living in such a large house. I wonder, did he pass away with no one at his side as well? It sounded so lonely and sad. It was strange that he decided to live alone in this large estate. If anything, he could have lived with us. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Though he and my father probably would have given each other the silent treatment the entire time, maybe living alone was preferable to that. Actually, I haven't visited him for quite a while. Visits to his house were most frequent when I was a child, and I had grown up long since then. The last time I visited, though, I thought he looked just as he usually was, happy and healthy. But things change. In the back of my mind, I knew that he would have had to leave one day. It wasn't like humans could live forever. So why did my heart still feel so heavy? The car ride was the car ride was mostly spent in silence until he spoke up again.
How was school? Maintaining your grades, I hope.
Yeah, I've been trying my best so far.
Trying? That's not really doing the best you can, is it?
All right, Dad, didn't you just say you apologize? Now you're just coming after me for my grades? All right. With my father, only some words I said were filtered through his ears. It was difficult to keep up a conversation without eventually talking about academics or my future, even if it was something loosely based on it. He was always found a way to intrigue it. He always found a way to interrogate it whenever we talked.
Anyway, your belongings are in the trunk. There isn't a lot, so I'm sure you can manage bringing them inside the house. After all, you are on the road to being independent now.
Miss Independent, that's how I want her. Okay. Yes, I can manage on my own. My lord. The usual silence resumed between us. I really wasn't sure what to say around him, especially when most of the time we didn't share the same opinion. Oh, there we go. Accidentally clicked outside of my game. One question did linger in my mind though. If he was going to justify acting so nonchalant at grandfather's funeral, I had the right to at least know why. Ah, stop it. Try again or leave it alone. Oh, look, we can see his whole body. He's not driving the car. Then who is? That was terrible. Anyway, try again, leave it alone. If we leave it alone, we're not gonna get anything. It's just like we might as well not even had a conversation about it. If we try again, he may get annoyed about it, but at least we will get something. Because he said that he was acting nonchalant because the grandfather, if you guys remember, because he didn't get the estate to him, and there was some bad blood. But at the same time, we don't know why. So let's ask. So, Dad, about you and grandfather.
We are not talking about this.
Well, F you. I feel like we should be, because Grandpa did leave us yesterday. So.
I wouldn't care if he had left even long before that. I do not want to hear it, and that is the end of this conversation.
Oh goodness, I hope you guys still hear me. I hit my headphones by accident. Oh, oh my, oh no. Am I not recording? I hope I am. I think I am. I am. You guys thought I wasn't recording. I'm just gonna cut that out so nobody will know that I'm talking about that. Hey, you guys look good today. Anyway, sorry. What I was gonna say is that jeez, Dad, just like so bitter, bitter than dark chocolate. That's how bitter he is. As always, he managed to shut down any other form of conversation related to him. It was just like what happened last night. I opened my mind See? Nope, we're back. We're back. Can't read. I opened my mouth slightly, but I closed it again. It was like talking to a brick wall. It wasn't like I could find anything out by arguing with him. All right then. I leaned against the car door and stood out the window. I really couldn't think. Would this place what would this place be like? I had been to my grandfather's house before, but it was one thing visiting, and it was another thing actually living there. How would I manage living on my own without any training to really care for a house? I knew that naturally the bills would be paid by my parents, who inherited grandfather's stocks to the corporation, but I never lived independently before. It's like riding a bike. You go in there and wing it. Yeah. I'd be a terrible parent. Oh, good lord. Oh, that's the save button. Thing about it made me feel like some kind of bird being pushed out the nest. You'll be fine. It's only a flesh wound, son. I can't fly, Mom. You'll be fine. That's how I think birds would be. Just pushing the baby out the nest. It's just like, what are you doing? You'll be fine. Trust me, trust me. That's death, Mom. Yeah, you'll be good. It'll be alright. Though I was technically the adult, I felt unprepared and a bit daunted at the prospect of actually moving in a new place. Most people my age would be ecstatic moving out. After all, it would symbolize some kind of change in their life. being on the road to independence, but I felt like it was nothing of the sort. I really hope I wouldn't let my parents down. I wouldn't want to let my grandfather down. What would he be saying right now? I gazed up at the passing clouds in the sky. If you're out there, grandfather, how would you be doing? Would there be anything you want to tell me at the moment? And of course, no answer. What was I doing? Searching for an answer in a heaven that would or would not exist. I ducked my head to stare at the blurred trees and cars from the car window. My head was definitely going to the clouds there at the moment. Either way, I found myself being driven off to my new home. The car rolled to a stop and I drifted off out of my The car rolled to a stop and I drifted out of my thoughts.
Here we are. Go on in.
Cool, let me save though. About to check out my crib. Pimp my house. I'm gonna spray paint my house a little bit of red here. Put some color there. Gonna have a sign that says, Dad, you'll need to get off my lawn because you're a penis. Yeah, this will be a great house. Yeah.